Hello, I'm Cedric West. I'm the owner of CS West and Associates PA. I am a certified public accountant as well as a QuickBooks Online Pro Advisor, and I help small businesses and self-employed all across the United States. So today we will talk about time tracking. So that means if you charge by the hour, you can use the QuickBooks Online time feature to simplify invoicing for billable time. So let's go ahead and get started, shall we? So what will we do? We're going to go to the plus icon. You're going to select where it says weekly timesheet. Let's enter the customer that we going to charge. I'm just doing some design work for her. Maybe graphic design. And I'm just billing her by the hour. You're going to choose the product. Well, actually, excuse me, not the product, but you're going to choose the service item. So since I'm doing some design work, I'm going to select design, custom design. I just selected yes. What that means, that message that just showed up, it actually, if I wanted to replace the description that I had in there earlier with the description that's associated with this. So if you have something that's different than what that's already preset, then go ahead and select no. So I'm going to go ahead and enter my time in. I did 8 hours yesterday, did 8 hours today, doing 8 hours on Friday. So I have my total of 24 hours. Then what you're going to do is you can add a new line for each customer. So if you have another customer, let's say for example Bill, actually I did some installation for him, installation of landscape design, flower bed. I did about 6 hours on Monday and I did about 5 hours on Tuesday. So again, you have your customer, I have Amy, and I have Bill. I enter in the time for each customer, and then what I have done. Oh, then another thing I wanted to show you, excuse me, is that you can choose the employee. For example, um, I'm John Johnson today. Well, okay, so if that means, and this is another note that I wanted to show you as well. If you switch, if you enter in all the time and you notice that you were in the incorrect employee, actually, if you switch to a different employee or vendor, you will lose the data that you entered. Do you want to continue? No, I guess right now I'll be satisfied to be Emily. And so as you can see, this is the total number of hours, but 24 of that goes to Amy, and then 11 of that goes to Bill. I select save and close. Now, here's the cool part. I go ahead and not now. This is if you have T-sheets, you can hook up T-sheets into QuickBooks Online, and then you can be able to track your time as well through there, through that app. But we could talk about that later in another video. So for right now, I'm just going to select not now. But the cool part is that when I go into invoice them, Bill and Amy, then what you will see, I want to show you this cool option here. Select new invoice, select Amy, and you're going to see that the billable time that I just entered earlier, you will see it populate here. You select add, it was added to my invoice. Just make sure, always do a double check of the invoice, make sure it's the right person, make sure it's the right email address, make sure it's the right billing address, the terms, invoice date, the due date, make sure it's the right amount. Again, if there's something changed, you can always make an adjustment to the rate here. And then if this is taxable or not, you can select if it's taxable, and then you can choose if this is for California, or in this case, Tuscan. But for this purposes, I'm going to do this is non-tax here. So I will deselect that. and I would save and send it to my customer. So that's it. So last thing, again, as I stated before, always review your invoice. Make sure everything looks correctly. You have the message that's going to be displayed on the invoice. You have any messages that you want to be displayed on the statement itself. And then, of course, you always want to add attachments, whether it's a bill or an email attachment, any attachment that can associate this transaction. Go ahead and do so at this time. It's better to keep all those transactions in with those attachments in one place. So now it's your turn. Start tracking your billable work so QuickBooks Online can work for you. Thank you.